Hello again, denizens of the internet, and welcome back to the Deplorable Batcave. I am your host, Spartacus Ryuo, lover of all things deplorable and absolutely detestable. Joining us tonight are our fellow people of the Batcave, AK-47.
Hello, everybody.
Blippity Blop.
Hello.
Seawall.
Howdy, y'all.
Wanderzing.
I'm here to punch some Nazis. Punch some Antifas.
Close enough. And C.
Forda. To be fair, Wanderzing just wants to punch somebody.
I thought I got stopped by a feminist.
Right? Those people that say violence is not the answer obviously haven't used enough.
Isn't that Antifa motto?
No, that's just screeching, reeing, and hoping the police doesn't get them instead.
Okay.
Speaking of Antifa, we are opening up tonight with Karmic Justice, Antifa getting their asses handed to them in Berkeley.
Yes, the great meme wars have now come in full circle out in Berkeley. Free speech versus Antifa communism. So it seems like the free speech advocates have won a huge victory in Berkeley. They have taken downtown Berkeley and have claimed it as their own.
I have 3 words for this. Fusurota!
Going off of Blippity, Base Stickman made an appearance before the Berkeley riots happened. He punched a Antifa member, which was very awesome. Also, the Antifa people had to call the police on him just to get him arrested. How sad.
Kind of ruins your narrative when you have to call the police.
Yeah, fuck the police.
Wait.
They
Did they
kill
at
our
least
people left
give
and
the
right.
police
Please,
a can of
please help
Pepsi?
me.
No. Sadly, Base Stickman is not a pussy.
Oh, and for further updates, yes, they're following through with the failed campaign ad. Apparently, all Antifa drinks now is Pepsi. They have become a meme. Meme magic is real, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't let your memes be memes.
No, I had to hand it to some of them. Some of them didn't take the Pepsi that was being offered by somebody. They were acting like it was a bomb.
Although I will say this, of all the videos that I managed to get glimpses of, best one was somebody ripping an ANCOM flag out of an Antifa's hand and just beating him with it.
Yeah, what's with the beatings with sticks these days? I mean,
Base Stick Man is not the hero we deserve. He's the hero we need.
And we want.
I enjoy the Twitter feed seeing all of the captured trophies by the people who defeated Antifa and stole their shit. And they're just standing there proudly looking over their achievements. It's like ancient warriors with their severed heads of their enemies. It's beautiful.
I love it. Yeah, we have entered true meme warfare. The war of ideas has gone full circle.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and it's amazing. And there have been casualties along this way. Base Stick Man has yet again been arrested in the Berkeley protest collapses or clashings. Yeah, twice. He got arrested the first time a few days before the Berkeley protests when he punched an Antifa member that was harassing him with a group of other Antifa members, and then yet again as he was participating in the protests as of today. I believe he got pepper sprayed as well. I saw some videos where he was lying on the ground being attended to.
I could have sworn he had a full face mask, but I guess not.
No, I
Maybe
think
not
not
this
at that
time.
moment.
Not the second time around, but the first time he did.
He needs to get a full face. So, someone started GoFundMe. We need to get Base Stick Man a full-on heroic helmet. Okay?
Well, unfortunately, the problem is that the police at Berkeley had issued statements saying that if you brought anything that would be considered a protest weapon or anything that would make you seem like you were going to be acting in a violent fashion, you would be arrested automatically. That probably included people bringing gas masks.
And that's probably, to answer the earlier point about people bringing in sticks, probably why people are bringing in flags. At least then the post that would suspend the flag can then be used as a weapon.
And also skateboards as well. I was watching
Yeah, they were using skateboards.
They were using skateboards.
Again, the best part is they were using them wrong. They were using the flats, not the edge.
Cowabunga.
I would have used the wheels.
The thing is, they were using the flats.
Oh, they were using the end of the board, the inside part of the board?
Yeah, I
The
was.
flat part of the board.
I'd be set up 300 meters away with an HKPSG-1 rifle. I will solve this problem.
It will be your final solution.
Don't bring weapons to the event thing.
I'm not at the event. I'm 400 meters away.
Yeah, he's standing ways away.
Yeah.
He's standing farther than the cops did.
Well, okay. The thing is, they won't be able to catch me with a stick because I'll be using brass knucks.
Well, getting back to the event at hand,
We did get a little carried.
were the police, were they actually doing their jobs? Or
I would
were they
assume
sort of-
so.
Some were, but there are reports that people were being beaten up in front of cops. And it was, I think they more often got involved if it was Trump people that were fighting with Antifa than if Antifa was the one who initiated it. I heard that unconfirmed reports that several people were being beaten in front of the cops who were Trump supporters.
I've seen now a Twitter video of a cop just saying he's being informed of this fact. He's like, yeah, so.
Yeah,
Like-
I saw that too.
I hate to say it, but this is just sort of a fact about cities
California.
like Berkeley and California, but
I'm
especially
sorry, but Berkeley needs to lose its autonomy. It needs to be put under federal authority and righted.
it's a situation where, because it's a college town and B what it is, they're gonna use the arms of government for their own purposes. And that means that the protection of the law only applies to the people whom the mayor and those people like. And if your politics isn't what they like, they're going to try to run you out of town.
Too bad that that ideology behind those politics is a little bit bigger than just a mayor in a town.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's, I'd say, a good 2/3 of the geography of the state of California.
Isn't it really like that? I always thought you guys were super liberal over there.
It's like that the closer you get to the coast. Obviously,
Also, it depends on where you are on the coast. Like, San Diego actually is fairly centrist, if not a little bit conservative, believe it or not.
Yeah, like, I live in the Central Valley, but I'm close enough to the blast radius of San Francisco, so to speak, that you could even hear it. Because I'm in a college town, and I go to other college towns, and I'm a university student slash tutor or researcher, all this other stuff, and work for a university. I can say that mentality, I'm not surprised at Berkeley that college is so powerful in that town that it's able to.
Let's see, the world is watching now. How long can that attitude go on for without?
It can't go on long before Trump gets the political clout to say, California, yeah, congratulations, you're now under federal authority, and losing severe chunks of power.
I think it's going to be a lot harder because, California, the state is so overwhelmingly one party that...
Well, it's not really...
If you just go up one more level in government, my suspicion is that the state-level government is going to back Berkeley and its officials. And if you go up to Trump, he might be able to do something. But I don't know if the federal authority exists there necessarily. Because then you get to
there's actually something very nasty Trump could do. He could kill the entire California welfare. He cut off the tap of the entire California welfare system, education system, assistance and other federal assistance, as well as pulling all federal law enforcement. He could destroy the state.
That's such a tough thing for me to even consider getting behind just because I am employed by the UC system.
Oh, well, think about it this way. You could also put in your votes for a Cal exit and then leave the state and then watch it collapse.
And then be reabsorbed by the U.S. as no longer a state but a territory, thus having no power in the federal authority.
Yep.
So I'm posting...
It's got to move eventually.
I am posting in chat a tweet. There is video in the tweet. It is apparently when Trump supporters, alt-right, Nazis, whatever, when they took downtown Berkeley.
Yep. They were kicking down barriers and stuff like that. It was amazing.
Who would know that Trump supporters and even Nazis could form together and just push back the Antifa?
Yeah, I'm like,
Blip, would you like this video played on stream, or
this guy is a Mother Jones writer.
Oh, okay.
go ahead and play the video on stream.
This is funny.
One of them just kicked one Antifa in the ball. Literally kicked in the ball.
I really like how they get... I don't know how these guys can be considered Nazis anymore. They're not goose-stepping in line.
Oh my God, they're women. They're women in their ranks.
They routed them.
No. They're not goose-stepping. They're Pepe-stepping.
Oh, yeah. They're hippity-hoppiting all over their asses.
So it's like... God, the videos coming out, this is... they're incredible.
Yeah, I posted. In fact, I'll scroll back to the Discord and I've linked several different footage bits of this.
Man, Berkeley's a wild town. I wonder. It's been a while since I've been there.
Well, before we close this topic, are there any final thoughts on what's going on? Any overall synopsis?
If cities like Berkeley and keep doing stuff like this, at a certain point, Trump's hand is going to be forced. It's not going to be good for those towns. My money would be on actually the California college system has a massive schism and potential collapse of several major universities going under.
But I do like some of Berkeley University's actual, like, I like their archive and some of their departments. Oh, it's so hard for me to root for that.
Don't worry, man. You can always salvage it.
Is Trump going to burn the libraries down? No. The university will just be shuttered, and all the stuff they have there will be transferred to other universities.
They may burn their own libraries and burn it on Trump supporters.
Yeah.
Or the Russians, depending on who's in vogue that week.
Yeah, no, the Russians ought to blame.
Aren't they one and the same?
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that there's a bunch of people arguing that Antifa is a Russian plot to make liberals look bad. So I guess
yes,
a takeaway is that nationally, at least, this makes Berkeley and them look really shitty.
If even the left-wing media is saying that obviously this is a false flag Russian deep op, then yeah, this is definitely not looking good for the left.
There's a level of insanity you guys got to get past.
I'm sorry. There are some left-wing outlets and people claiming that they're going to win big in 2018. This shit is going to guarantee several very important Democratic seats will go
probably
to
Berkeley. I'm sure the Berkeley election's going to be a blowout.
Okay, guys, we're putting this to bed.
Okay.
So next up, I think we're going to before. Okay, I know how we're going to handle this. First, we're going to talk about the bomb that didn't go off. We're going to talk about North Korea.
All right. Best Korea.
Well, to be fair, it did go off, but it blew up almost immediately. It feels so bad.
Stephen Molyneux tweeted, Kim Jong-un couldn't get it up. He just couldn't get it up.
Oh.
Hey, my comment is, hey, don't worry. This happens to a lot of countries at that age.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So should we start a countdown clock before North Korea becomes a province of South Korea?
Well, let's do one better. Let's discuss the topic at hand. You can throw in some details, Bart.
Guys, unfortunately, I have to bow out. I'm being informed that I got to go do something.
Okay.
I knew it. A Russian agent in our midst.
See you, Z.
Sonetsky, the Russian talk.
Do svidaniya.
Whatever.
Dos Vidania, bitches.
Dos Vidania.
See you good people. I'm glad I can talk about my fucked up state.
Hey, I'm here too, Z. How do you think I feel?
Seawall's fucked up state.
But I've got family in Texas, so I can escape.
Well, I can't.
Okay,
Anyway, see.
all right.
See. Okay, so details, because I'm not really.
Well,
I'm only getting this now in terms of this weapon stuff.
First,
if you guys can fill me in on that.
Okay, first, I'm pulling this from InfoWars. This is the first article I grabbed. So, but there's probably more corroboration elsewhere. According to the U.S. Pacific Command, the missile blew up almost instantly.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
Does that count as successful?
So
They were testing, supposedly testing a new ICBM.
So it would actually work well if instead of launching it, they carried it on an aircraft and then dropped it that had it attempt to launch above the target.
This is an ICBM seal. It's supposed to penetrate the stratosphere. It's supposed to go into space.
Well, okay.
How's that working, guys?
How could the North Koreans fail? They landed a man on the sun.
It's Kim Jong-un, because remember, Glorious Reader is super powerful and can do no wrong. He doesn't even poop.
It was a ruse.
That was his father.
Well, actually, he maintains the illusion. Apparently, they believe that he doesn't poop.
They also believe he can drive a car at age 3.
Apparently, he can also talk to dolphins. But again, he doesn't look like a flat-faced dolphin.
Is there anything Kim can't do?
Apparently, launch a missile.
No, it wasn't Kim's fault. It was the scientist's fault.
Which they will be executed.
They will be executed immediately.
So, yeah, this is after North Korea's military threatened to hit back with nuclear attacks after the Trump administration said it would increase pressure on the communist regime. Good luck with that, apparently, if your nuclear attack can't... Go ahead and launch a nuke in your quote-unquote ICBM, please.
Okay. What I know about the North Korean nuclear program, just kind of from hearsay and things like that, is their nukes are the size of half of a semi-truck trailer. They are massive. And they have less power than Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
I thought they managed to reach the power of Hiroshima as of now. Huh,
okay, that was the first nuke ever used in a war. That was actually number 2. That's not exactly very powerful compared to what we have now. We've got nukes that could wipe Korea off the map. A single nuke.
The important aspect here is a launch vehicle. And if you can't get the ordnance off the ground, then there's a very serious problem.
Well, what I know is they do have older ICBMs that we could easily track and potentially shoot down, but if they targeted at South Korea or Japan, there might not be enough time to shoot them down. Even if we detect the launch immediately.
I would say that. I think I can say this unironically. It would probably be an upgrade if they ordered their parts from China.
China, please, we need more parts for nuclear weapons.
They're killing us in nuclear exports.
But and this is after China started massing on the North Korea border and warned North Korea not to do something stupid.
Not just China. The United States and Japan are with their navies are on their way as well.
Well, the thing is, China, the only country keeping North Korea in power. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Keeping them in existence. Said, don't do something stupid. They just did something very stupid.
Well, okay, the thing is, I remember a couple years back the Chinese basically told the North Koreans that if you do something stupid again and the Americans invade, we are not going to save your ass this time. We are just going to park our army on the border and make sure they don't cross the river.
It looks like it's going, though, to the point of they'll actually tag team and assist as opposed to we're going to turn a blind eye.
I wouldn't like the idea of the Chinese getting involved in that war. They would want to keep the land, and I don't want them to keep that land.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why they actually have a vested interest in like, let's see what we can carve this up into.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll take that. We'll take that.
Well, to be fair, okay, let's face it. Chinese infrastructure sucks so bad, they'll suck any usefulness out of North Korea really fucking fast.
Well, they probably want to try to get the coal deposits.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I hear the hotels look glorious.
There is no maybe. They want them.
Yeah.
And their prisons are world class.
Wow.
So, would it be safe to say that this topic has detonated?
Yeah, I would assume.
Prematurely, for sure.
Ha ha ha.
Apparently, yeah, they couldn't determine it wasn't in the air long enough to determine what kind of missile it was.
Yeah.
Not a very good one.
Obviously not. According to U.S. Pacific Command, it blew up almost instantly.
So what you're telling me is they made a bomb that directed some of the force downward.
So not only could he barely get it off, but also went off prematurely.
So stereotypically Korean, but ish.
But yeah, so
You know, for an Asian country, you think they'd be smart in planning and creating bombs.
well,
Good.
well, first off, that's stereotyping, and that's wrong. Except when I do it, that's awesome. I'm kidding.
Hey, no. I have the privilege to do it. Smart.
But
Asian as
the
well.
problem is,
Wondersing, you're now counted as a white person. Check your
Oh,
privilege.
man.
Welcome back. Welcome to the white race, dude.
God damn it.
but,
No, wait. But a Vietnamese person got punched in the United Airlines. So does that make me oppressed? No?
He's Chinese, not Vietnamese.
But I'm pretty sure it was Chinese.
Yeah.
we're not going into that.
Yeah.
So, but the reason why this failed is because, like all communist regimes, all the smart people died very early on, and any new smart people weren't allowed to go very far.
Smart, it's okay. What they're going to do is they're going to kill the team involved in this, thus
Motivating.
guaranteeing that there'll only be smart people left.
Well, the thing is, obviously, when the next missile launches, obviously, Glorious Reader was the only one to design it. But we shall move on from bomb that failed to bomb that did nothing but win. The mother of all bombs killed 94 ISIS fighters with one boom.
As well as collapsed an important cave network that they were using. I also like to call the Moab 22 tons of American freedom.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
It freed a mountain.
We're going to deliver 22 tons of freedom, and we're gonna bust it all over your
Yeah.
face.
For the technically minded of the audience, all one of you, the Moab is a thermobaric bomb. It is, in a sense, the grandchild of a British bomb that caused earthquakes. This bomb not only kills you with pressure wave, but creates such heat that it actually cooks you alive, otherwise turning anyone who is not protected into cooked hamburger meat.
Ooh.
And yes,
Would you
that's
like
a technical
ketchup
term.
with that? Would you like some ketchup with your jihadi today?
As well as some cheese.
Actually,
Hello, new person in chat.
would ketchup be haram? That's a good question.
I'm thinking.
Don't
Go ahead.
care. Moving on.
Wow.
I was going to say, I wonder what it did to that cave system. Just utterly collapse it?
For the most part, yeah.
I'm pretty sure one of the
Hello?
ISIS
We have a new
fighters.
person.
Oh shit! I'm pretty sure one of the ISIS fighters was probably fucking a goat while the bomb went off.
Oh, no. Wondersing's got a point. The US bombed another wedding.
Oh. We have new person, guys. Who is this new person?
Justin.
Bigfoot, Mike.
Ah, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot
Yeah.
Job Pooler, welcome.
Yeah, this is my Google account. I only have the meme on the Discord server for call-in show, really.
How many head jobs have you put today, Bigfoot?
Damn it, he beat me to it.
Haha! But seriously, how many head jobs have you put, Bigfoot?
Enough.
So, topic that we're on, Hijab Puller, is the Moab and the fact that it took out 94 ISIS fighters in the mother of all booms.
Probably,
Yeah.
probably did more than the entire...
Technically, the death count was 95 if you include a mountain.
Well, actually, no. We have to include their wives, so about 20 goats.
That few?
You know, that bomb actually did more in Trump.
Well,
than
remember
for Trump.
they don't. Only the elite were allowed to keep their wives in the caves with them.
You mean the goats?
Yeah, the goats.
You know, the bomb did more to kill terrorists than Obama did in his entire presidency. I'm pretty sure.
And what was the civilian casualty count?
None.
0?
No, I thought there were some. I thought there had been some civilian casualties as when he became president. I know there was that raid thing that happened
Yeah.
in Yemen. Was it
No, we're talking about this bomb.
The bomb.
bombing? Okay.
This one bomb had 0 civilian casualties, but 94 confirmed ISIS deaths.
And also destroyed an important bit of infrastructure for them, a tunnel system. There is now no more tunnel system.
So they have no more base. They lose the base, the resources, and the fighters.
He's destroying ISIS like he said he would. Fuck yeah.
And this is one hell of a statement of where is your God now?
You're gonna love it a lot.
You gotta get tired of winning.
I'm not tired of it yet. Please keep it up. Let's make some more. Let's make the mother of all bombs. Although, a moment of silence for the children of this bomb that lost their mother so early.
What are you talking about? That fat cow was sitting in a bunker for months. She didn't have a job.
Your cruelty knows no ends.
Yes, it
Now-
does.
We have to. Well, her children will be joining her corpse in a memorial service
Oh, dear.
in the general area. Oh man, but yeah, I'm.
And anything else to add to the Moab?
I wonder what else they have up their sleeves. Is my question.
I just think that every Moab chucked henceforth needs to be painted blue and have the Pepsi logo on it.
I was just gonna say it would have a 25 kill streak or whatever it would be, 25 gun streak. You've earned
And if
this.
there's a modified version, it needs to be black and have Pepsi
So,
Max.
So, as further detail, apparently, not only was it 94 fighters, but 4 of them were important commanders.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
So, although ISIS obviously, through their media wing, the Amaq news agency said no ISIS fighters were killed
Nope.
or
of
even
course not.
injured.
How do
He's
you
right.
not have any?
They weren't killed. They were disintegrated.
Oh yeah, they were atomized.
No,
They
no,
were
no.
annihilated.
No, they were not killed. They were converted into food.
Well,
They weren't killed. They ascended
I don't
into
think
blissful heaven.
I don't think
No, to hell. To hell.
No, I don't think they were converted to food, Seawall. I think they were converted into pure energy because there was nothing left.
They've been atomized, pretty much.
Yep.
So, the blast destroyed the 3 underground tunnels as well. Apparently, not only did it take out the tunnels, but it actually destroyed the weapons and ammo.
Ooh.
So it added extra boom to the boom.
Because I assume the heat cooked off the ammo.
Combined with the pressure wave, probably also shredded the ammo.
So, yes, so they lost everything from that.
So, Obama, were you this successful at any point with ISIS? Ever?
Even with the
Marshall was president.
I mean, they dropped
Anything else to add on this topic, guys?
So, just a few more details on the bomb itself, I'll add. There's a 30-foot-long GPS-guided bomb with a 21,600-pound bomb.
How do you deliver that payload is the question. How
They
is that
have a
delivered?
modified Hercules.
Probably like
I thought they could drop it from a B-52 bomber.
No, I think
At 30 feet, that's too big for B-52.
Oh, yeah, you're
yeah.
right.
You need basically the Hercules has that cavernous transport bay, so they put it on some sort of sled or trolley.
And then they have a couple of guys push it out.
Basically,
So,
You're not a blessed
say it
man.
out, motherfuckers.
Delivering 22 tons of American freedom by hand.
Yeah.
Usually, in third world countries, they look up to Hercules. They think there's going to be some sort of aid. And my God, there was aid that day.
There was tons of
but anyway, so in its initial explosion, apparently, it will destroy the equivalent of 9 city blocks.
And the shockwave?
Years ago,
your level of city.
let's see, it's America's most powerful non-nuclear bomb. Was dropped by an MC-130 aircraft.
Oh, dear.
Hercules.
Anything Apparently, it smashed windows from 2 kilometers away from the blast. So, yeah,
damn.
big boom. So, according to the U.S. military intelligence, they had estimated that ISIS had 600 to 800 active fighters in the area. Please note that the 94 is only current kill counts. It was previously 36. It jumped to 94.
No, that's confirmed.
We can't tell how many we
know
killed.
how many
We
guys-
just buried them at a rock.
So we don't know how many of them we got, but we only have 96 confirmed dead.
Yeah.
But that's still 1/6 to 1/8 of the active fighters in the area,
Including
in one
4
mob.
commanders.
They still need to collect and process all the bits of goo they find.
All right. Also, was one of the people who pushed the bomb off? Was that Linda? Linda, you know the woman that says, I'm going to destroy ISIS." That what? No one. Really?
I have
No one.
no clue. I've never heard of this.
So,
What is it?
Are you kidding me? That was big news. That was funny.
Would it have been really funny if it was Kendall Jenner who threw out the bomb?
The U.S. military called it the right weapon for the right target. Trump called the bombing as another very, very successful mission.
Very successful.
Very successful.
So the Afghan president Ashraf Ghani said he approved of the strike and that was designed to support Afghan and U.S. forces conducting clearance ops. But former President Hamid Karzai accused the U.S. of using Afghanistan as a testing ground for new and dangerous weapons. This isn't a new weapon.
It's been around for a while.
We just haven't been using it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with using Afghanistan as a testing ground?
I mean, it's a shithole already. So
I shared this with a couple of guys on the Discord server yesterday, but I found out that a couple of the more older Moabs were actually made out of the gun barrels of retired battleships from World War II.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So they just recycled the heavy duty metal from World War II and just stuffed it with explosives.
Yeah, I like that idea. Freedom. And
we use recycle. They just recycled and reuse it.
You guys remember the Iron Man?
Off topic, guys.
All right, come on, let's move on.
Okay, so the last thing I'm going to mention is the location. Apparently, it was the Afghan-Pakistan border. That's all. That's the last bit of it. We're going to move on.
1 second, I forgot something very, very important. Sewell, I need to go get my MAGA hat. 1 minute.
Dude, it's cool. It doesn't matter. But moving on.
I can't see you. It's all right.
All right, move on. What's our next topic?
I'll share with us.
MAGA hat secured.
Okay, first off, we're going to go with the Huffington Post. And the article posted on the South African branch of the Huffington Post, which basically called for denying all white men the ability to vote anywhere, ever, for at least 20 to 30 years.
That's just in South Africa, right?
It was from the South African branch, but the wording basically called for it globally.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Well,
what organization is this?
Huffington Post.
how do we get full circle with this shit? How does it come back to this?
I don't know. Probably just they think a lot of white people voted for Trump and not all racist.
No. This is in South Africa,
South
Yeah.
Africa, yeah.
where apparently they believe that, the wealthy white landowners, who, by the way, they ran off the land, should not have the ability to vote.
What's wrong with that?
I'm
So
just
much.
waiting for them to turn into the next Zimbabwe where, there's a massive famine because since they give all the land to people who have no idea how to farm.
That already happened.
Yeah.
That already happened. They ran the white farmers off, installed black farmers who had no idea how to farm. That's already happened.
Well,
I
they
gotta
have no idea
love
how
that.
to do modern farming.
Now, there is an update about this article. It has been removed from the website.
Oh, of course.
Has it? All right, well.
Nice
Because
job,
because
Huffington
apparently
Post.
Well, only for one reason. They couldn't confirm that the author actually exists.
Oh my god! They didn't. Well, why did they post it before they found that out? What the hell?
Because this is how you do real journalism, boys.
Is it another?
This is foot in mouth syndrome.
Yeah, they apparently was pulled because they could not verify that the writer even existed to begin with.
Wow, that's almost the same level of accuracy as BuzzFeed.
Almost.
Maybe if Huffington Post tries, it'll actually be a beacon of journalistic integrity like BuzzFeed and CNN.
Very
Where do we get that one from? I mean, we want to crack jokes, but come on, there's a limit here.
I already have a bad taste in my mouth by cracking that joke. Okay.
God, it feels like a bad. It felt like a night after being drunk, and you made a bad decision with a hooker.
Well, this has been said on numerous other places, but just imagine you take white people out of that particular initiative, and you replace it with anything else. The mother of all shitstorms, if we're going to go on from the previous topic, would ensue. Yet this is okay.
Yeah, because white people are the only groups now acceptable to be racist against.
No, it's not racism.
It's reverse racism.
But it's called the spade, right?
I was going to say, it's not reverse anything, it's still...
Gentlemen, put on your tinfoil caps or your tinfoil MAGA hats. I have an Alex Jones level conspiracy.
Oh, God.
Throw it to me, brother.
Okay, first off, to be fair, Alex Jones has been proven to be right 75% of the time.
What were the other 25%?
No, that number is increasing steadily.
That's true, because he was actually proven right about the gay frogs.
What? What?
Yeah, that was actually proven, Bubble.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
God.
Let me get to the conspiracy theory. The people whom are doing this whole anti-white sentiment actually secretly want to give more power to the racists. Because there's no way they're stupid enough not to know that this will only give ammunition to the racists, and eventually whites will form an in-group preference, and then they will basically go back to the old times. They have to be wanting this.
Confirmed, they are that stupid.
No, Blippity, they can't be that stupid.
Yes,
they can't be that stupid.
They are that stupid.
Yeah. They can, and they are.
I need this highly complex conspiracy to make sense of this, please.
Because you're using logic.
Well,
This would be one of our fallen comrades had they, for some odd reason, decided to go to the other side. No, they really are that stupid.
okay. But you can keep your tinfoil hats on, guys, because God knows our next topic will require somebody wearing it.
Race, we're back.
Wait, ladies and gentlemen, Season 5 continues. He will not divide us. We have found him. He is in Finland.
Well, we knew that, but more specifically...
We have found the specific cabin that he has shut himself away. He
And Spartacus, tell us how this was obtained?
He is hiding in a more or less resort cabin area. So by seeing images of the wall of various, well, not just the wood grain, but the wall paneling,
Wood grain.
snippets and parts of the furniture that come included in the cabin. They found it based on that because it is a resort area, so the pictures for each cabin are available online. Someone found Shia LaBeouf in the Arctic Circle.
How bad do you have to prove your point that you're going to be going all over the globe for this?
Spart, here's the really important question. How long did it take to triangulate his position?
It took a couple of days.
So
Getting sloppy, boys. Getting sloppy.
Well, they had even less information this time, Blip.
Getting sloppy.
Come on, give them a break.
Blip, the astronomy program, the astronomy department, the astronomy department, and the flight tracking crews, they were completely useless.
And the entomology departments and
The only department that we had was the ones that stared at trees all day. That was the only department we had access to.
And God bless Poland for having it.
Yeah.
Is this the parallel department with the men who stare at goats?
Yes.
The Poles who stare at trees.
So, I swear, Pole is CSI, but better.
No, Pole is the CIA.
Pole is better than the CIA, way better.
Yeah.
The fact is, if Pole actually... Imagine this. This is them just uniting to troll the fuck out of a mentally deranged celebrity. Imagine if they actually had a real target.
Well,
I thought they have had it before.
I've heard secondhand that they would find out where various jihadi videos were shot, and then not long after that, there were confirmed reports of the Russians decimating the region.
Actually, that would not surprise me.
Yeah.
I thought they had targets like the Scientology before. I thought they trolled the Scientologists for a while.
That was /B.
/B? Okay.
That was big.
Yeah, that was B.
That
was a non-specific.
Excuse me while I lump 4chan and its like overall autistic level under one branch.
Utter shitposting.
There are multiple parts of 4chan, and we like them at various levels.
I enjoy it.
/LP. Don't lump them together. Don't lump them together. That's a bad idea. Never lump them together.
That's actually a very bad idea, because then they will find you, and they will troll you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Some of your best friends are pollsters.
Never link anybody to the server.
Oh, wow. Just quick random update. While I interject here. Apparently, what's his name? Tim Pool was live streaming Berkeley on YouTube.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
While it was in progress, YouTube threw up an age restriction, eliminating 5,996 viewers.
Out of how many viewers in total were watching?
It went from 6,000 to 4.
Wow,
What?
what the fuck?
Because they threw in an age restriction in the middle of the stream.
Don't worry, this
Sorry, I
is a
missed it.
conspiracy.
Well,
Sorry,
I mean,
what was the stream?
It's just a conspiracy.
It was Tim Pool live streaming Berkeley.
Yeah, he was live streaming what was going on in Berkeley on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
And so in the middle of the stream, while it was still live, YouTube activated age restriction.
They were probably the most watched live stream at the moment.
Probably.
I'm sure it was an accident, Spark.
Yes, I'm sure it was an accident. I mean, it's not
Just like all those times CNN cut off guests.
I mean, it's not as though, Trump supporters were actually beating the shit out of,
In CNN's case, it genuinely was low power.
All right. So, yeah, that was just an interjection because I found it on the Twitters. Actually, the sad thing is, just like Shia's career, I think we're out of things to talk about for season 5.
Yeah. We've got to wait for Poll to
Do their job.
Yeah, I think their plan was to take a drone and drop a bag of shit down the chimney.
Oh,
But
man.
it would have been camouflaged with the log panels.
Unfortunately, last thing is a little bit more somber. And once again, I'm so sick of us having to cover somber subjects in here because we like to be lighthearted. We like to joke, as you just heard, but unfortunately our next topic is Dina Ali.
I am very light on this topic. I am not
Wait. Before we tackle it, does somebody want to give a breakdown of what
I
this
can
subject
give
is?
a pretty brief breakdown. Was this girl from Saudi Arabia. She's, she was in her mid-20s, 22, 24, something like that?
Yeah.
And she was trying to escape to Australia to seek asylum because her family was abusing her. She got stopped in Manila, in the Philippines, and they basically locked up, and she was basically locked down. Her internet was cut off, so she had to use someone else's phone. They took her passport and papers, and her uncle picked her up, but he was claiming he was her father. When then at some point she was effectively kidnapped by, I think it was 3 or 4 men. They duct taped her, threw a bag over her head, then chucked her on an airplane, and not a private airplane. And 5 Filipino cops watched while this woman was beaten and kidnapped.
Yep.
She's now in some sort of detention center in Saudi Arabia. They're claiming she's fine, but there are unconfirmed reports that she was brought out of the plane unconscious, that she was taken through the royal terminal to avoid the protests. And, well, the chances of her escaping at this point are extremely minimal, since her family is very influential in Saudi Arabia. Her uncle not only is a business leader for a telecommunications company in the Philippines, he's also a diplomat for the Saudi royal family.
And also, she's probably dead by now, since Saudi Arabia is known for its high rate of honor killings.
Actually, Saudi Arabia isn't known for its honor killings. What it's known for is pushing them to suicide. So,
Seawell, public executions.
She technically didn't do something that is an executable offense, or at least not legally.
You're thinking logically something can be trumped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They already trumped up. They already trumped up some claims that she stole $200,000 or something.
Okay, so that's theft. That already gets your hand chopped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's already been called out as a fake.
What about disrespecting your father? How about that? What's the punishment for that?
That's more of an in the family thing. It's basically what's going to happen is once she's released from the detention center, if she's ever released, she'll be taken back home and pretty much locked down until she either commits suicide, her family kills her, or she dies of old age, stuck in a single room in the house.
I'm sure an example would be made.
Yeah. There were some other unconfirmed reports that various members of the family want her dead.
Yeah, I have an article on Forbes.
Yeah.
About it. And I do have something from the. I also have an article from the Daily Beast, but basically, the key points confirmed. She got to Kuwait, and she was trying to get to Australia via the Philippines, seek asylum. That's confirmed. There is a video on Twitter purports to be her testimony for being kidnapped, and apparently there were witnesses that she was held down in the lounge in the airport terminal while she was beaten.
And nobody protested?
Oh, people protested, but the cops kept them back.
And then they then tied her up and duct taped her mouth shut.
Wow.
Apparently, this was seen. There are witnesses.
Hashtag not all.
We have her on
Just most.
Philippines Airlines flight PR 669 from Kuwait to Manila. She made it to Manila, but apparently they were instructed by the local Saudi embassy to extract her.
Jesus. That's kind of all this for just one woman?
Yeah.
Her family's influential. And it's pretty much like Game of Thrones out there. If your family's seen as weak, you're screwed.
Eyewitnesses in Terminal 2 also report stories of a Saudi woman having her documents confiscated. Then Saudi men from the embassy appeared. The last seen video of Dina was taken by a witness, and it depicts her screaming, "That is not my father," as Philippine officials attempt to hand her over to the Saudis.
Why the fuck do the Saudis have a base in the Philippines?
It's not a base. It's
an embassy in the first place. Sorry, I misspoke. Why would they have an embassy in the Philippines in the
Well,
first place?
a country like Saudi Arabia, due to its wealth, has embassies all over the world. Manila's a major trade city, from what I understand, as well. So it makes sense. And her uncle, who was the one who picked her up, who was claiming to be her father, he's also a business leader in the Philippines for a Saudi telecom company.
Well, fuck.
So, apparently, she was shoved on a Saudi airline flight back to Jeddah. And in Jeddah, Saudi activists reported that Dana was seen at arrivals being rolled off in a wheelchair. After that, we know nothing.
Yeah, as Kraut and Tia said, it's a black hole of information now. There's almost no way to confirm anything, unless she physically somehow is set free or escapes. We won't be able to learn a thing.
Basically, in order for her to get free now, she needs to physically kill her family and get out fast.
There is a potential that if this reaches powerful enough ears, specifically the God Emperor, he could put enough pressure on the Saudi government to force the family to let her go.
I mean, let's use what he's doing to China. I mean, to North Korea with China.
Yeah, I mean, if this gets to Trump's ears and he wants to really stick it into the Saudis, he could use this. Okay, I've talked about this a lot in the Discord about that, what it might take for the West to wake up to what Islam really is. It's not this religion of peace. It's an extremely dark and depraved political system. I might be wrong. It might not take the deaths of thousands, if not tens or hundreds of thousands. It may only require the beating of one person that gets humanized.
Well, the USA has been waiting a very long
because
time.
the West is ignoring this. This isn't really getting the
Publicity.
broadcasting that it should.
Yeah.
And what's more likely to happen is that this will just be dusted off into oblivion.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, at the very least, there's apparently an organization that someone's trying to set up in Saudi Arabia that can help get these people out.
Anything else to add, people?
I came in this with only a little bit of knowledge, so most of it I learned from you guys just now.
Okay.
Justin, since you're big into job pullers, do you have your opinion?
To one of holiday streams that he was having with one of the activists from like Egypt or somewhere in the Middle East, I forget exactly where he's from. But he was like saying that like he's like been through a bunch of different one of these, and sometimes there have been like scams, but was being kind of skeptical about it. Ian.
But we have video and a whole lot of this.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a sad situation. There's not a whole lot we can do, really.
We should always invade to get to go back.
At least keep talking about it, bring it to the public's attention.
Yeah. All it would take is one major mainstream news source start talking about it.
Probably Fox, if we actually give him the information.
Well, Trump could always do the whole, the mainstream media isn't reporting on this, and then they'll report on it.
Yep.
Ivanka came to me and said, look at this poor woman. Time to bomb Saudi.
Okay, guys, should we move on to the next topic?
We're out of topics, actually, so all that's left is that the cringe/winning corner.
I'm not tired of winning.
Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of winning. I just have some cringe. I will keep looking for winning, but at the moment, the first thing I have is cringe.
Throw in the cringe, look for the winning.
First cringe. McDonald's shouldn't bring back Szechuan sauce for the Mulan remake because it will be cultural appropriation.
Wait, they're doing a Mulan remake now too?
Apparently.
Everything's
Well,
gonna be
but apparently McDonald's having Szechuan sauce is a cultural appropriation, and they're not allowed to do it.
And see, while I know you don't like Rick and Morty, but I do think that partially had something to do with it too. They were talking about it during one of the most recent episodes of Rick and Morty. Rick was going crazy about the Szechuan sauce.
Well, actually, it's in the subheading. Sorry, Rick and Morty fans. The sauce is as something. Hold on. As contentious as it is delicious.
Yeah.
So this can't be brought back onto the menu because it's just cultural appropriation. What about everything else?
As long as it's white, it's not cultural appropriation.
Right, but
remember,
surely pretty much everything else on the menu comes from somewhere else.
Well, remember, according to SJWs, white people have no culture.
Yes.
Okay, so according to that logic, everything on the McDonald's menu is from some other culture.
Wait. Does that mean Asian has no culture? Since Asians have seen as white people?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's why Asia builds cheap copies of other cultures.
Okay. I found some winning. Irony. Apparently, the North Korean rocket, they found Chinese components.
Wait, what?
They found Chinese components in it.
They found Chinese components in the North Korean rocket that failed to launch.
And that means one of two things. Either the Chinese components were the only ones strong enough to survive, or they were the fault of it.
I was going to get to
funny.
that. I was going to say, had they built the entire missile out of Chinese components, it might have succeeded.
I would assume it would be the first option, most of all.
Goodness. Right, I'm still not tired of winning. Any more articles to throw in there, Scott?
Unfortunately, this is a fake article, so I can't use it. It would have been funny.
Damn.
Just tell us at least.
Snoop Dogg in an Easter Bunny outfit holding a basket of weed. That image alone. Oh, that's just too good. Now this is hashtag what the fuck. Husband who lit his wife on fire, beat her, and electrocuted her will spend 1 year and 8 months in jail at most.
What?
This is out of Saudi Arabia.
Okay, never mind. I get it.
I was going to say, that's the patriarchy showing its mighty muscles. I think we are approaching an hour, Sewell, correct?
3 minutes to an hour, but yes.
Okay, so let's try and place in one more topic, and then I guess we'll close.
I'm unfortunately not finding a whole lot. Wait, what the hell? Turkey sliding into dictatorship. The West must not abandon Turkey.
I think quarantine is the best option when it comes to Turkey. Also, taking back Constantinople.
And maybe some baptism by fire. Just maybe a little bit of that. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Yeah, everything else is smart. Everything else on my feed is snark, stupid, or... here's one. It's sexist and demeaning to call female runners joggers.
What?
What?
Why?
Okay, first of all, joggers is a neutral gender word.
I was going to say, like, how does this have a male term in any way, shape, or form?
Jogger. Somebody who jogs.
It is a person who just...
Maya DeCan Dickinson. Oh, God. I'm so
Well, gotta like that last name with the dick.
Writing at Runner's World has a new one for your list of complaints to be offended by. Dickerson argues that calling those women you see moving at 3 miles per hour with sneakers, tennis shorts, and ripped Harvard sweatshirt joggers instead of runners, you're demeaning them and being sexist. And
They're not running.
They're joggers.
More to the point, why would that be sexist against women?
wait, it gets
Why would that be offensive to men?
Here's the reasoning. Apparently, it has something to do with sexual assault.
Jogging and sexual assault have a link together.
The author writes that a female runner, Kelly Herron, went on a long run in Seattle and was attacked by a registered sex offender when she stopped for a bathroom break. Herron posted a now viral Instagram of the incident, including the hashtags of runner safety and Insta Runners. News media organizations around the world shared and headlined her post. Seattle jogger attacked in public bathroom fights back. Seattle jogger fights back. Kelly Herron, Seattle jogger fights off attack and attempted rape. Her own language ignored. Herron became the Seattle jogger.
So, if I'm to understand this rationale correctly, jogger is now synonymous with rape victim.
Everyone's a rape
So,
victim.
how many words in the English dictionary are not associated with rape now? 8?
I don't know. It's been way too many. It's too long to me.
Apparently there's a history of it. But, and the woman in question is upset because jogging implies a speed, running is a motion. I'm like, okay. So what's the difference? If it's a speed, what's the difference? It's not flying the same thing.
2 weeks in the kitchen for some corrective behavior.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, I guess women might be, if they jog alone, they might have a higher risk of getting assaulted. But
well, actually, here's where she's saying this. If a male jogger gets hit by a car, then there's no question that what happened was the car's fault. But if a female jogger gets attacked, then she's obviously not moving very fast. She's not a very good athlete.
What the fuck?
what the fuck?
That's her complaint.
Okay, hold it. Here's the thing. When it comes to you're comparing apples to cinder blocks. That's how different of a comparison you're making here. The hit by a car thing is when he has to be running into the road. So it's that if he's doing it following all the rules, he has right of way, and thus it is the car's fault. Also, no one said it wasn't the guy's fault for raping her. The guy is at fault. And in this case, people are being sympathetic. They use a slightly different term because she gives off the vibe of more of a jogger than a runner.
I have a question, Spot. Is the person who's coming up with this fucking bollocks, are they fat?
I don't know, but they write for Running World.
Well, that's ironic. That's fun.
Are they slow?
I don't
Mentally,
know.
yes.
I'm getting very
If I can,
self-conscious vibes here.
hold on, I'm going to try to find this person. Unfortunately, the first thing that keeps
Many of my questions will be answered there.
the first thing that keeps popping up is Facebook, and I don't have a Facebook anymore, so no, that's architecture. I don't think it's the same woman. Okay, Runner's World, author. Does she only have one She only has one article?
Wow.
Does she only have the one article?
That explains it.
Prolific writer.
Yeah.
I think she only has the one article because nothing else is loading. Hold on, let's see if I pause ad block if it helps, because some of these sites just don't like ad block.
I'm just going an assumption here because anything else just doesn't make sense.
Okay, yep, nothing. She only has one article.
Shit.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
I can't find places.
And on that glorious topic, Spot, would you like to close off?
Yeah, might as well. So, for the last hour that we have ruined your lives, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, this has been the Deplorable Batcave podcast. As per our tradition, we shall open the floor for the final thoughts of our members. From my left to right, I give you a K47.
My final thoughts, Marxists can suck a dick.
Well, they can only do that as a group, remember.
Well, they can go gangbang a dick then, I don't know.
One dick to rule them all.
Flippity butt.
I look forward to completing your education.
See, well,
I'm still trying to process the stupid.
don't try too hard, because that'll cause critical failure.
Now, you'll be doing that for a while.
Yeah. One thing.
Punch Antifa and punch feminism.
No, we've been doing that today.
The Deplorable Batcave does not advocate actual violence against people. This is purely figurative, not literal.
The Batcave itself does not. Individual members do.
Individual members do not reflect the opinions of the organization that is the Deplorable Batcave.
And you got both.
Anyone else?
Yeah,
Awesome.
just so.
I believe that is it.
Yeah.
I offer you these thoughts. Chatelet, make Istanbul Constantinople again, and mother of all booms.